What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Weir, and today we are back at the theater to see Black Phone, or The Black Phone. Black Phone, the new horror movie starring Ethan Hawke as a kidnapper? Killer? I don't know, we'll see. And there's a supernatural element to it because in the basement where he keeps the kids that he kidnaps is a black phone. And when the kids answer that phone, the spirits of other kids are on that phone. That's everything I got from the trailer. This is before the movie thoughts. Now, somebody in the comment section on my Jurassic World video was like, hey, why are you reviewing a movie you haven't seen? And I'm like, watch past the first 2 minutes, because I always give the thoughts before the movie and then I give my thoughts after the movie. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about The Black Phone. That was the quick synopsis of it. That's everything I've seen from the trailers. I've tried to kind of stay away from it. I feel like with horror movies, they end up revealing too much. So after I saw that little bit I've told you, I've stayed away from the marketing for this as best that I can, although YouTube has been running it on a loop. See the Black Phone, see the Black Phone. So here we are. I'm at the theater. It's time to see Black Phone. I'm excited about it. Ultimately, I just want a fun horror movie in the summer. Like, it doesn't have to be ghosts and goblins. It's just, something that feels kind of creepy. Something when I walk out of the theater later, I'll be like, that's kind of terrifying to walk to my car. Like, that's the experience I'm looking for. I don't know if I'll ever be able to recreate the terror I felt when I left the theater in broad daylight after seeing The Strangers for the first time. That movie scared me so much, but the realism in it and like the people that like just breaking into people's houses for fun, like that still scares me. Now The Strangers Part 2, that one sucked. The point is, that's all I'm looking for in this movie. I want to walk back to my car, talk to you guys about this movie and say I enjoyed it. It was a fun summer horror movie, and then we'll move on. That's what I want. All right, let's do the review.
You're gonna use a weapon.
You are special, Vinny.
Please hurry!
Ooh, the creepiest damn thing.
All right, guys, just got out of seeing The Black Phone. I really liked this movie. I didn't necessarily like the subject material. It is very dark. It is hard to get through, but it has one of the most satisfying endings I've seen in a horror movie or just a movie in a long time. The acting by everyone in this movie is excellent, and I don't say that with movies that have a lot of kids in them because kid actors usually irritate the shit out of me. I'm looking at you, Stranger Things, and just, shows where kids are just too smart for their own good. But the way they use the kid actors in this movie, what they did with them, excellent. I thought it was great. My wife wasn't a big fan of this movie. We do have 3 small children, and so I understand where she's coming from with her dislike of this movie because it's the subject material with kids is very dark and it's hard to get through. It is, for sure, and I understand where she's coming from. So I think that from that standpoint, not everybody's going to love this movie, but again, for me, the ending, satisfying. It really is. I loved how they tied this movie up. Not a movie I'm going to rush to buy, not a movie I'm going to rewatch anytime soon, but I will say that if you want to have a good experience with this movie, go check it out. Check it out in the theater. I think you'll enjoy it in the theater. The crowd actually was really decent. For a Saturday night horror movie, I was really worried, but it was like mostly couples in there, so that helps. When you see like a line of teenagers, you're in for like the worst movie ever. Or if you see a family, you're like, you probably shouldn't have brought your kids to this. But no, the theater, it was a good experience overall. The movie was a lot of fun, and for the first time shooting a review at the theater, the wind isn't like 100 miles an hour, so I feel like I could record this outside. So yeah, those are my thoughts on The Black Phone, guys. If you've seen The Black Phone, do you have thoughts? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't seen it yet, are you going to? I'm very curious how this movie's going to do in theaters, because it's not like, it's a supernatural horror movie for sure, but it's not one that has any background. So it's not going to be like, oh my God, yeah, Freddy's back, we're going to go see this movie. So I'm just curious where people are at with this. But man, like I said, I think you should go see it. I think you should see it because it has a very good ending. I loved. And that's my full review of The Black Phone. If you liked this review, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button so your friends can see it. If you've seen The Black Phone, put your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below too, because I'd like to know if you've actually seen this movie. And finally, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that, because I got a lot of content coming your way. New movies. It's fun. I like this. We are consistently getting new movies. I saw Lightyear last weekend and hated it. Well, didn't hate it, but there was not even a reason to do a review for it. I just, meh. So, The Black Phone, go check it out. All right, I'm done. E, you got anything to add to that?
Fuck no.
Okay. She wasn't a big fan. Hey, there's my car. Okay, I'm out. Oh, fun note, after credits scene, we're going to talk about it right now. There were some great previews before this movie, or at least previews for movies I haven't seen anything for yet. Okay, what I'm getting at here is there were a lot of really cool horror movie previews before this movie, and that was fun. One of them that caught me off guard that I'm really looking forward to is the movie Smile. Have you guys seen the preview for that? That looks fun. And then there was another preview for Nope, and I swear to you, the marketing for this movie has my expectations at like a 0. I'm gonna see it, but I'm not excited about it, especially now, like with the most recent preview, they're like really lying heavy on the aliens. So unless there's like a really cool twist at the end of that movie, I just, you know, alien abduction, ooh, scary, I guess, whatever. Okay, that's the end credit scene.